History has its fair share of failed plans, but few are as unintentionally hilarious as the CIA's obsession with killing Fidel Castro. Depending on who you ask, there were 8 serious attempts, or more than 600 if you ask Cuban intelligence, which sounds less like espionage and more like an extreme hobby. What followed wasn't so much James Bond as Looney Tunes with a security clearance. Take, for instance, the exploding cigars. Some bright spark in Washington thought it would be clever to lace Castro's beloved H. Upmanns with botulinum toxin or a tiny explosive charge. Picture it. Castro, mid-rant about imperialism, suddenly reduced to a puff of smoke like Wile E. Coyote. Naturally, the box never reached him. He gave up smoking in 1985 anyway, foiling any cigar-based schemes forever. Score Castro's lungs 1, CIA 0. Then there were the mafia poison pill capers. The CIA, in a moment of genius, recruited mob bosses Sam Giancana and Santo Traficante Jr. to slip toxin into Castro's drink. It was like outsourcing your homework to the class clown. The pills kept melting, sticking, or freezing to soda bottles. Their Cuban contact got cold feet. In the end, the only thing poisoned was America's dignity. Romantic sabotage wasn't much better. Marita Lawrence, one of Castro's ex-lovers, was sent back with deadly pills hidden in a cold cream jar. But when Castro handed her his pistol and said, "You can't kill me," she folded faster than a cheap beach chair. The pills had already dissolved in the humidity anyway. Turns out passion is stronger than poison. As for wetsuits and seashells, the CIA truly outdid itself. One plan involved gifting him a diving suit infected with skin-rotting fungus. Another was planting a giant exploding seashell in his favorite dive spot, because obviously Castro would swim over and admire the only neon-painted conch shell in the Caribbean. Even the CIA eventually admitted these ideas were cockeyed. And let's not forget the poison pen, stationery of doom, or the effort to make his beard fall out with thallium salts. Because nothing says end communism like giving your enemy a bad shave. When these plots finally came to light in the 1975 Church Committee hearings, the world was equal parts horrified and amused. Castro himself laughed about it, claiming in 2000 that he'd survived attempts by 9 different US presidents. He even lived to 90, outlasting the very men who tried to snuff him out. The moral? When you mix paranoia, Cold War panic, and too much taxpayer money, you don't get Mission Impossible. You get a dark comedy where the bearded revolutionary always walks away unscathed, puffing a victory cigar that never, ever explodes.